If you keep bothering me, I'll just move out. I'm a property manager for a high-demand downtown apartment complex, fully booked year-round, 20-plus people on the waiting list, and everyone begging for a spot. You'd think that'd make things easier. It doesn't. Especially not when someone like Kevin ends up in 4B. Kevin was a textbook walking red flag. His application barely scraped through, but the unit had been empty for 3 weeks, and the previous tenants ghosted us owing 3 months' rent. So, we took the risk. Regret. Immediate. Week 1, 3 separate noise complaints. Parties till 3 a.m. on weeknights. Music so loud the walls shook. It felt like he was DJing from inside the vents. Then came the late rent. First it was, my paycheck's delayed. Then, my bank messed up. And eventually, you're lucky I pay it all. I tried being reasonable. Knocked on his door, explained the neighbor complaints, politely asked him to tone it down. His response, laughs in my face. My lease says I can live however I want. So, I will. Cool. Love that. Sent him written warnings. He threw them in the hallway trash like junk mail. Tried calling him, blocked me. Then told neighbors I was harassing him. 2 weeks later, he hosted what must have been the Coachella of downtown apartments. Music so loud it set off car alarms 3 floors down. Cops were called. Twice that I know of. But the final police report said 5 calls in one night. I walked in the next morning to find beer bottles in the elevator, and what I can only hope was pizza on the stairwell wall. But wait, it gets worse. He left his bathtub running during the party. Flooded the entire unit below. I got a call at 2 a.m. from Mrs. Robinson, a 20-year tenant, crying in her living room, ankle deep in water. Her ceiling had burst like a sad water balloon. Furniture? Ruined. Electronics? Toast. Family photos? Gone. Kevin? Didn't even check on her. When she knocked on his door the next morning to talk about the flood, he straight up ignored her, like she was Jehovah's Witnesses holding a clipboard. I spent the whole next day dealing with insurance adjusters, plumbers, contractors, everything. Moved Mrs. Robinson into a temporary unit and tried not to lose my mind. Damage total? $3,000 for the unit itself, and another $2,000 in personal items. Meanwhile, Kevin's upstairs blasting music again like he's celebrating arson. Finally, I go to his unit to discuss the damages. He opens the door shirtless, beer in hand, music behind him like a frat house finale. His friends start laughing when they see me. Look who's back, he says. More harassment? I calmly explain he's responsible for the $5,000 in damages, plus the emergency plumbing shutdown for the entire floor. His reply, I'm not paying anything, and if you keep bothering me, I'll just break my lease and move out. He crosses his arms like he just won the argument. I pull out my phone and pretend to think about it. Scroll a little, sigh dramatically. Then I say, actually, that works perfectly for me. Smirk gone. What? Your lease has a 30-day break clause. That's a $2,400 penalty. Add the $3,000 for damage and $2,000 for the tenant's losses. You're walking out at $5,400. His guests stop laughing. The music? Still playing, but you could cut the tension with a butter knife. He panics. Wait, I didn't mean I was actually moving out. Oh no. You were very clear. I'm just accepting your generous offer to solve everyone's problems. I start scrolling through applications on my phone. Let's see. I've got 20 people on our wait list. I'll bump rent $300 for the next tenant. Supply and demand, right? He goes pale. You can't just kick me out for one mistake. I'm not. You offered to break your lease. I'm just holding you to it. He starts stammering, voice cracking. Look, maybe we can work something out. I shake my head. Nope, you made your decision. In front of witnesses. I'll call my lawyer. Please do. Ask them about tenant liability for property damage and lease break penalties. I'll wait. At this point, his friends are suddenly very interested in leaving. Like, quietly grabbing jackets and slipping past me like ghosts. Next morning, Kevin called 3 times. Wanted to discuss options and talk payment plans. But the best part? Mrs. Robinson baked me cookies the day he left. Be careful what you wish for, Kevin. You might just get kicked out of your own party.